In this video, we'll walk through managing your backup copy job files that are on the Island Cloud repository, as well as restoring from those files. In Veeam, under the Backup and Replication tab, we can see the Backups node on the left-hand side. The disk icon is used to manage the backup files on your local repository on your side. To view and manage the files on the Island Cloud repository, click on the cloud icon. You can expand out the job name to see the VMs included in the backup copy job, as well as the restore points available. By highlighting or right-clicking a VM, you can view the recovery options available for that server. For instance, we can restore this entire VM to our virtual data center environment. If we need to, we can add more VMs to the restore process here, but we'll just go ahead and click Next. Under Restore mode, we can restore to the original location if our virtual data center is still intact, or it can restore to a new location if we had to rebuild our virtual data center. You also have the option to restore the VM tags and notes that were on the original VM, and you can do a quick rollback if you're resolving a corrupted update or some other software issue. You can kind of think of it like reverting a VM snapshot. So we'll go ahead and hit Next here. Typically, when performing a restore, you would use your local backup files if available, as a local restore is much quicker than a restore from the cloud. On the last page, you can write a little description or a reason why you're doing the restore. I'm going to go ahead and click Cancel here. You're also able to perform a restore of a VM's virtual disk if only one disk has become corrupt or possibly lost any crucial data on it. And below that, you can restore VM files such as the VMX or the VMDK file in VMware environments. With Windows servers, you can also do file level recoveries with the Restore Guest Files option. Once this loads up, the first thing we'll do is go ahead and select the day we want to restore from. I have 2 days here. I'll go ahead and pick Wednesday, and I'll hit Next. We can give another reason. I'm just going to type test here, and we'll go ahead and select Finish. So Veeam will load up a file level explorer for my test Windows server that allows me to explore the file system on the day of the selected checkpoint, which was that Wednesday. Once the Veeam browser populates, you can browse to the folder or file to restore, right-click and choose to overwrite, which will restore this folder over the ADFS folder currently on my live server, while Keep will restore this folder to my live server without overwriting any data. Or you can use the Copy To option, which will allow you to copy the folder to a location accessible by your Veeam server. I'm going to go ahead and copy this to my desktop, just to kind of show how it works. And we can see the ADFS folder show up down there. Exiting out of the browser window will end the file level restore. I wanted to point out that while we can restore guest OS files from a Windows server, we're unable to restore Linux guest OS files from a backup copy. However, you can do a file level restore of a Linux server from a standard backup job. From here, you can also delete backup copy job files by selecting a server and choosing Delete from Disk. This deletes all data referring to the server on the Island Cloud repository. Or you can right-click on the backup copy job name and choose Delete from Disk. This will remove all data created from the backup copy job. Let me go ahead and maximize the screen real quick, and then we can take a look at our cloud repository so we can get a feel of how much space we have left. So we'll click on Backup Infrastructure, and then we'll click on the Backup Repositories icon. Here I can see my cloud repository. It's got cloud under type, and on the right hand side over here I can see it's a 50 gig total capacity repository, and I've used about 9 gigs, leaving me with 40.8 gigabytes free. It's a good idea to check this screen periodically to keep note of how much free space you have left, especially before sending a new job to your Island Cloud repository.